Welcome to my YouTube channel Madan Anant Mathematics. Today I am going to start with the topic polar representation of a complex number. This is part of chapter number 5, complex number of class 11th. Let's discuss some learning objective of this video. At the end of this video, you are able to understand geometrical meaning of modulus and conjugate of a complex number, the meaning of argument of a complex number. You are able to find argument of a complex number and write a complex number in polar form. First of all, I am going to define what we mean by eigenplane and some important point related to eigenplane. As we already know, any ordered pair of the form A, B can be represented on the Cartesian plane and vice versa. Similarly, if we have a complex number Z is equal to A plus iota B can be represented by a unique point P A, B, where A is the real part of the complex number and B is the imaginary part of the complex number. The complex number 0 plus 0 iota represent the origin 0, 0. A purely real number means if imaginary part is 0, let it be A, and in standard form it is A plus 0 iota is represented by the point A, 0 on x-axis. Therefore, x-axis is called real axis. A purely imaginary number means the real part of the number is 0. It means it will be of the form iota b and can be written in standard form as 0 plus iota b is represented by the point 0, b on y-axis. Since every point on y-axis will be of the form 0, b, therefore y-axis is called imaginary axis. Plane in which complex numbers are represented is known as an eigenplane, complex plane, or you can say Gaussian plane. Now we will discuss geometrical meaning of modulus of a complex number. As you already know, if we have a complex number x plus iota y, then its modulus is square root of x square plus y square, where x and y are real and imaginary part of the given complex number. Now, if you look at this figure, modulus is nothing but the distance the point P on the eigenplane from the origin 0, 0. Now, geometrical meaning of conjugate of a complex number. If we have a complex number z of the form x plus iota y, then its conjugate will be represented by z bar and it is x minus iota y. As I discussed earlier, that these two complex numbers can be represented on the eigenplane by the point P x, y and point Q x, minus y respectively. If you look at the diagram, then you can easily identify that P and Q are nothing but the mirror image of each other on the real axis. So I hope geometrical meaning of modulus and conjugate of a complex number are clear to you. I repeat again, geometrical meaning of modulus of a complex number, the distance of the point P from the origin, and conjugate of a complex number, the mirror image on the real axis. The next topic of this video is argument of a complex number. Let P, A, B is the point on the eigenplane and R is nothing but the distance from origin of the point P. Let us suppose OP subtend an angle theta with x-axis in positive direction, then tan theta will be B by A. So we are going to define argument of a complex number. If tan theta is equal to B by A, then theta is known as argument or amplitude of Z, and we write it as arg of Z is equal to theta. Now once we have R means modulus and theta, then we are able to write the given complex number Z A plus iota B in the form of Z is equal to R times cos theta plus iota sin theta, and this form of complex number is known as polar form of the complex number. One more thing, the unique value of theta such that minus pi is less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi is called the principal argument. It means close interval minus pi to pi, then the argument is known as principal argument. In the picture you can see here we have 8 diagrams. If we are having a point or the complex number lies in the third quadrant, then instead of measuring the direction anti-clockwise, we will measure the direction clockwise. You can see in this figure to have the angle closed interval minus pi to pi. Similarly, if the point lies in the fourth quadrant, then instead of measuring the direction anti-clockwise, we will measure the direction clockwise only to have the angle in the interval minus pi to pi. Here I am going to discuss some important points related with principal argument. If the complex number lies in the first quadrant, the argument of z will be theta. If it lies in the second quadrant, argument of z will be calculated by subtracting theta from pi. If the complex number lies in third quadrant, argument of z will be minus pi plus theta. And if it lies in the fourth quadrant, argument of z will be minus theta. The first question of this slide, if mod z is 2 and argument of z is equal to pi by 4, we need to find out the complex number. We already know the polar form of the complex number is r times cos theta plus iota sin theta. You can substitute the value of r and theta given in the question. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 and sin pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. Simplifying, then you will have root 2 plus iota root 2, which is the required complex number. In this question we have to find out the argument of z, 1 plus root 3 iota. Here the value of a is 1 and b is root 3. We know tan theta is equal to modulus value of b by a. Substituting value of b and a, that is root 3. We already know tan pi by 3 is equal to root 3, therefore theta is pi by 3. Now you need to check in which quadrant the complex number lies. Here the value of a and b both are positive, therefore the complex number lies in the first quadrant. So the argument of z will be pi by 3 only. In this slide we are going to convert, or we are going to write the complex number in the polar form. To write the complex number in the polar form, we must have the modulus of the complex number and argument of the complex number. We already found argument of the complex number in the previous slide, and the modulus of the complex number is 2. The polar form is r times cos theta plus iota sin theta. Therefore, the polar form of the given complex number is 2 times cos of pi by 3 plus iota sin of pi by 3. The next question we have minus 1 plus root 3 iota. Here the value of a is minus 1 and b is root 3. Tan theta will be root 3, so theta will be pi by 3. Here the value of a is negative and b is positive, so complex number lies in the second quadrant. So the argument of z will be pi minus theta, that is 2 pi by 3. Here we are going to write this complex number in the polar form. Calculating modulus, that is 2, and argument of z is 2 pi by 3. So the polar form of the complex number is 2 times cos 2 pi by 3 plus iota sin of 2 pi by 3. The next complex number we have minus 1 minus iota. The value of a minus 1, b is minus 1. Tan theta is 1 only. So the value of theta will be pi by 4. But the complex number lies in the third quadrant as a and b both are negative. Therefore, the argument of z will be minus pi plus theta. Simplifying, you will get minus 3 by 4 as the argument of the given complex number. Next, we need to write the complex number in the polar form. Calculating modulus, that is root 2, and argument of z is minus 3 pi by 4. The polar form is r times cos theta plus iota sin theta. Substituting the value of r and theta, we will have the polar form of the given complex number as root 2 times cos of minus 3 pi by 4 plus iota sin of minus 3 pi by 4. Now we need to calculate the argument of root 3 minus iota. A and b are root 3 and minus 1 respectively. Calculating tan theta, that is 1 by root 3. So theta will be pi by 6. Here value of a is positive and b is negative. So z lies in the fourth quadrant. So the argument of z will be minus of pi by 6. Now we are going to write this complex number in the polar form. The modulus is 2 and argument of minus pi by 6. Therefore, the polar form of the given complex number is 2 times cos of minus pi by 6 plus iota sin of minus pi by 6. Now I am going to discuss some special complex number. Complex number is iota, which lies on the y-axis only because it is purely imaginary number and above the origin. So the argument of this complex number is pi by 2 and modulus is 1. Therefore, the polar form will be cos of pi by 2 plus iota sine of pi by 2. The next complex number is minus iota. It lies on the y-axis, imaginary axis only, and below the origin. Therefore, the argument of z is minus pi by 2 and modulus of this complex number is 1. Therefore, the polar form of the given complex number is cos of minus pi by 2 plus iota sine of minus pi by 2. Here are some questions for home assignment. You can solve it, and if you find any difficulty in solving, you can ask your doubt in the comment section. Thank you so much. If you like this video, you can subscribe my channel, like my video and share with your friends. Thank you again.